The artifact fragments you've been collecting are of Zelnaga origin. With them, I can construct a device that will reverse the infestation that transformed Kerrigan into the Queen of Blades. You're the only man who's been close to her and lived to tell the tale. You know her tactics, you know her strategies. And I know you'd risk anything for the chance to bring her back.
Sir, tell me you're not seriously considering this deal with Valerian.
Sounds like a golden deal to me, Jimmy. Kerrigan turns human, takes a bullet between the eyes. You can put your past to rest and still make one hell of a payday.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, Tygus.
Assaulting Char is a suicide mission. You'd be putting all our lives on the line just to get your girlfriend back.
This is bigger than all of us, Matt. It ain't about me. This is the only real chance we're ever gonna get, and I'm taking it.
So which is it gonna be, Jimmy? We bringing Kerrigan back, or putting her in the ground?
That's for me to decide. You both got a lot of prep work to do. Get to it.
Excuse me for scribbling. I can barely write my name.
This is Kate Lockwell for UNN. Tonight, top Dominion military analysts are still confused and relieved to report that while attacks do continue throughout the Fringe, the main Zerg push into Dominion space seems to have slowed.
That's wonderful news, Kate. Our boys have really taken the fight to the Zerg.
Of course, Donnie. But there's also a sense that whatever the Zerg were after, they either got it or they've given up on it. We may never know.
You heard it here first.
You came to the right place.
So, what's the problem, Swan?
What's the problem? You only signed us up with our mortal enemies. Every one of these boys lost family or friends to Mengsk. We're gonna be sitting on a powder keg pretty soon. Can't you see that?
It ain't up for discussion, Swan. I gotta do this.
Sir, we're receiving a transmission from the Bucephalus. Prince Valerian's holding on the communicator for you. Sir, I have to question your objectivity on this alliance. It's obviously a trap.
I got it covered, Matt. I'm asking you to trust me.
We were starting to make real progress against Mengsk. If we go after the Queen of Blades, we're throwing that away.
This is bigger than Mengsk. Matt, if we succeed on Char, we'll save billions of lives. Billions. Mengsk can wait.
I didn't sign up for this.
You signed up to follow my orders. If you can't do that anymore, then get the hell off my ship!
Sir.
You sure about this? You gotta know Mengsk is gunning for you. He'll hit you in a way you'll never see coming.
I can handle Mengsk, Tygus.
Just watch your back, old buddy. That's all I'm asking.
I said I can handle it. If you don't want to be a part of this, you can take your 30% and go.
Ah, Commander Raynor. I thought we might discuss the expedition to Char. Now...
This is a dangerous game you're playing, kid. What's your stake in all this?
Jim, I really think we should... I can see why my father wants to kill you.
I asked you a question.
Everyone wonders if I will be as good an emperor as my father. But I want something more. To prove that I will be a better emperor and a better man.
That shouldn't be hard.
If I reform the worst mass murderer in history, make her human again, teamed with the famous outlaw Jim Raynor, that's all the proof I'll need.
So I'm just a cog in your machine.
If it gets you what you want, do you care?
Guess I don't. So these artifacts are the key to freeing Kerrigan. Pretty amazing coincidence, Tygus just showing up out of the blue. offering us the job to collect these damn things.
Statistically, sir, the probability of coincidence is minuscule. However, these artifacts do represent a power beyond our current scientific understanding. If anything could give the Queen of Blades pause, perhaps these are it?
All this ancient alien hocus pocus is a little out of my pay scale. I just pray that when the time comes, these things bring her back to me.
I return to our ruined homeworld of Ire. The Zerg infestation still covered much of our beloved world. The desiccated remains of the Overmind were still there, a grim reminder of battles lost and battles won.
I remember the fall of Ire. Don't much like the idea of having to see it all again. Guess there's nothing for it.
At the very apex of its victory against us, the Zerg Overmind grew overconfident. Now, all that was left of the mighty Overmind was a twisted, withered husk. I needed to understand whatever memories lingered within the creature's rotting mass. Only by making contact with the gargantuan tendrils connected directly to its cortex could I learn its secrets. Yet its countless minions, which seemed to be feeding from its dead husk, would prove somewhat problematic. I must find a way to establish a foothold and summon reinforcements to keep the Zerg at bay. This faithful observer has kept watch since the evacuation. Its abilities will certainly prove useful now. My burdens. You address me? I will be redeemed. Some of these abandoned structures remain functional. We shall make use of them. This ancient beacon still thrums with power. I wonder... I've heard tales of the mighty Colossi sealed away beneath Ire. The beacon must have awoken these fearsome guardians. The Zerg perceive a threat to their dead master.
You must construct additional...
The Zerg will keep coming until we are dead. I must find the Overmind's cortex and discover what I can from it. The first Overmind tendril. I sense pain, surprise, death. I will erase the second Overmind tendril. I sense death and joy. I The third Overmind tendril. I sense satisfaction in a plan set in motion long ago. And fear of the future. The fourth Overmind tendril. I sense an end. I must go to the Overmind cortex to understand.
Greetings, brother. I speak to you from the beyond.
Tassadar. But you died, slaying this cursed Overmind.
I have never tasted death, Zeratul, nor shall I. But that is a tale for another time. I have come to tell you of this creature's courage.
Courage? It was an abomination.
Not always. The Zerg were altered. A single overriding purpose was forced upon them. The destruction of our people. The Overmind was formed with thought and reason, but not free will. It screamed and raged within the prison of its own mind.
Who did this? Why?
I know not. But the Overmind found a way to resist its all-consuming directive. It created a chance, a hope of salvation. The Queen of Blades.
Madness.
Only she can free the Zerg from slavery, and in so doing, save all that is from the flame.
I do not understand, brother.
Forget what you know, Zeratul. The Overmind saw a vision. The end of all things. And now, you must see it too.
No. This vision. I cannot bear it. Stop.
Nuke noodles. Call down the flavor.
When I get out of this suit, first thing I'm doing is...
Damn, Matt. I don't even know what to make of this last vision from the crystal. Zeratul was looking for more clues about the end of the universe. But this time, he was on Ire.
Ire. What was he looking for?
He was trying to find out why the Overmind made the Queen of Blades in the first place.
She's the one that's gonna destroy the universe?
No. That's just it. I think she's the only one that can save it.
You know, I've been watching the logs. Those damn Protoss are still way ahead of us. I can't believe some of the stunts they can pull off.
Tell me about it. They've learned some new tricks since the last time we fought.
I mean, come on. Since when could they warp in guys just anywhere? I thought they needed some kind of gateway at least.
Not just anywhere. They need a pylon or another power source close by. Still, they've been working to improve their tech, just like us.
Now, friend Raynor, you must see the Overmind's vision of the future. The end of my people, and of all things. This is our fate, should Kerrigan die.
I don't think I want to see any vision of the Overminds. But if Kerrigan's involved, I need to know.
On a distant, shadowed world, the Protoss will make their final stand. Their heroes will gather. Their forces will be marshaled, and they will die bravely. But still, they will die. And my Zerg will be slaves to the hybrid. All will bow before the power of the Fallen One.
Protoss brethren, heed me. The last twilight has fallen. The galaxy burns around us. The Terrans have been consumed. We are all that stands against the Shadow. But if we are to meet our end this day, then we will do so as one. Entaro Tassadar!
Great One, the vault is prepared. Guard us while we preserve our knowledge for those that may follow. They must not make the mistakes we did. I have rallied the last of our great fleet.
Your timing is impeccable, Admiral Urun. When the enemy takes to the air, we will need your support.
The Zerg performed their function as I planned. My hybrid are proof of this. Now, the last of the Protoss will fulfill their function in death.
Our Void Rays are ready to do their part. Disengage prison inhibitors and concentrate all batteries on the hybrid.
Well met, great Mohandar. For ire. I will be...
This is the hour of truth, noble Templar. Let the enemy know the wrath of Ire's champions.
Executor Celendis, unleash the full power of your forces. There may be no tomorrow.
Entaro Tassadar, Zeratul.
As I was your beginning, so shall I be your end.
This is Hierarch Artanis, commanding the Shield of Iron. Our Matrix fields are within range. Engaging mass recall. My brethren, hear me, for there is little time left. All that remains of our race, our civilization, are those that stand beside you now. Trust in each other. Strike as one will. Let our last stand burn a memory so bright, we will be remembered forever. Entaro Tassadar!
Base is under attack. Foolish, prideful children. There was one among you who could have jeopardized my great plan. But in your recklessness, you mistook her for the true threat.
The Queen of Blades. How could we have known? If only we had acted sooner.
Shakal, stand!
There's just too many of them.
Kerrigan. How could we have known?
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
I return to the Void.
Forgive me, great Tassadar. I wasn't strong enough.
As I was your beginner, so shall I be. I love it when a plan comes together.
Friend Raynor, you now bear witness to the truth. There is a malevolent presence within the Void that seeks to destroy everything we hold dear. Could this fallen one be Azel Naga? After so long, could the gods themselves seek our destruction? And Kerrigan, I can hardly believe the wretched Queen of Blades will prevent the destruction of all that we know. Raynor, you may soon hold Kerrigan's fate in your hands. I know only that she must live. Be wary, old friend. The hounds of the Void are on the hunt.
You're looking a little pale there, Jimmy. What you need is another drink.
Hankering for some down-home cooking out there in the space lanes? Come on down to Bubba's Gas and Grub. We got 2 for Tuesdays, featuring barbecue Muta wings. Also, free plasma charge with each fill-up. Bubba's Gas and Grub. Your space trucker home away from home.
what the hell, cowboy? You look like crap. You been thinking about that girl again?
Kinda. I just got some bad news about what might happen if we can't save her.
No use worrying about what might happen, if you ask me. You want me to help, you just let me know.
You look shaken, sir. What's wrong?
Zeratul called it a vision of the future. It was the end times, Matt. Armageddon. More Protoss than we ever knew existed. But there still weren't enough to stop the hybrid.
But what about Kerrigan? Wasn't she supposed to stop them?
In this timeline, she was dead. Killed by us. That's what Zeratul's been trying to tell us all along. She has to live, or we're all doomed.